George Brunholzl III. We're here in Brunholzl Racing's building today. Show you guys a little bit about jacks and how they all came about. My father, he actually developed an aluminum jack for himself to use, to make it easier for himself as well as the guys that do help him. Once everybody saw an aluminum jack out there and saw how light it was and how reliable it was, it kind of just evolved into a business venture. Our company specializes in hand-tailor the jack to each jackman or each application. Different colors, of course, different styles, different names, even custom logoing for sponsors or team owners. This jack's for a gentleman named Rodney Feathers, Robert Yates' Nextel Cup car. We could build a jack that could go anywhere in one pump. It'll come up 5 inches, and we could build one in one pump that'll come up to 11 inches, depending on the size of the jackman, experience, and just nature of what he likes. Jackman Rodney Feathers, he uses what we call our 8 3/4 one-pump jack. What that means is in one pump, it'll bring your jack from all the way down position up to 8 3/4 of an inch. Now, on most tracks, that gets you the right side of the car up in just about one pump, and the left side is a pump and what they call a bump. It's a little extra than one pump. Everything on our jacks is 100% made out of billet aluminum, which means we take into the back and put on our CNC mills and lathes, and we make every single piece of this out of a solid chunk of aluminum. Once we have all our parts made in the machine shop, then we'll bring it back over to our assembly area. You can actually assemble the jack when you have in all the parts within a couple hours. Probably about 98% of it's made in here. Everything to do with aluminum we make right here. You'd have our lift plate here. This is the part that actually slides under the car and the jack post hits on that. That's what raises the car. You have your side handle, which is a very important part of the jack, so that the jackman can pick it up from there and run around to the left side of the car. Then you have our hydraulic unit. That's one of the most important parts of the race jack. That's, like you heard me talk about earlier, when I say an 8 3/4 stroke jack versus a 10-inch stroke jack. That's where it's all changed, is right here in this hydraulic unit. Using different size rams and cylinders, as well as a different piston in the back, that'll give you the different height. Now, with this particular hydraulic unit, I'm able to hand tailor it to the jackman within 1/4 of an inch of stroke of what he would like. This is what we call our handle pivot. That's where your 48-inch handle slides into, that the jackman is going to use as leverage to jack up the race car. You have your rear wheels, what we call our caster assembly in the back. That just allows the jack to slide freely when you put it under the race car, and as you're jacking it up, the jack will slowly slide under the car. A great jackman without a great jack isn't going to work. You could have a great jack and a great jackman together, and that's kind of the combination you need, and that's what we have in our Nextel Cup jackman Rodney Feathers.